Hello, this is Cynthia Ortiz. It is the 25th of April, 2023, and we have to do a second podcast. I go to sleep. My guys wake me up. The police that told us, Mr. Perry um, has tried to do it. Well, he's tried to do a second false arrest since he did the first false arrest. But the first false arrest, we had something called the McNamara email, which describes in detail Mr. Perry is horrifying people by terrorizing women and children, and I'm one of them, and my children are one of them. Terrorizing, and he doesn't understand how much people hate him. Doesn't understand it. Nobody invited him to Oklahoma. Nobody. He's supposed to live in Lubbock, Texas. Have a wife, Jackie, kids, Jordan and Matthew. Apparently, he's been up in Oklahoma. Trying to find a way to false arrest me again. The guy's a rapist, as far as I'm concerned. He's got a peep and Tom problem. We've been over this. The same police that gave me this here back in October 2015 is trying to arrange a false arrest. And at the time, my kid too, of my child as well. He wants to isolate me. He wants to bribe me. He wants to coerce me. And the first one didn't work out. I'll go over that in a minute, but he tried to do it again this morning. My guys wake me up. Listen to this. Even though he's been caught, even though you have talked about this over and over and over and over and over and over and over. 20 different things he's tried to false arrest you for. He needs a smear campaign. He needs to subjugate you. He's a sick motherfucker. Very, very sick motherfucker. Very, very huge embarrassment to everybody else. Huge embarrassment. Just horrifying people because he's terrorizing me all the time. I didn't invite him here. I moved twice to get away from him. I came to Oklahoma to be with my family and to get away from Mr. Perry and not ever have to hear what he thinks or how he feels or he needs a lie and all the ridiculous bullshit he says all the time. The guy bullshits himself. He bullshits other people. He sits around and watches TV and pretends that's his life. Watches women in the privacy of their home. I'm one of them. It's disgusting. It's rape. It's a vulgar, nasty, obscene, disgusting crime. Voyeurism is. There was a guy that was doing it at Disney, and the news media is like, what a nasty, thing to do. It's a very serious crime. And that's what Mr. Perry does all day, every day. And then hacked my phone and types in it. So they tell me this morning, he's still trying to do your false arrest. This morning. And it's basically a kidnapping. Mr. Perry, you're not understanding how much everybody hates your guts and is sick of you. You, David, Lucius, Calvin, all your little group of weirdos, you guys are not understanding how badly people want for you to be gone. The desperation and the sick stomachs, how badly everybody wants for you all to be gone. Because you cause problems and you're fucking creepy. You're sick, twisted creepsters, all of you. It isn't normal to do what you do. That's why everybody else doesn't do what you do all day. Everybody else is working. My 6-month-old little granddaughter can watch TV, bang around and make noises and play with the doll and pretend all day long. It requires zero skill set to do that. And while you're sitting around on your fat, lazy, perverted ass doing that, and causing problems and being creepster and icking your nasty delusional slime all over every normal person, making us sick at our stomach, making the hair on the back of our necks stand on end. The guys that are helping me are getting what you just said. Day after day after day. They want to arrest all of you at the same time. They have a reason for delays. And you don't need an explanation and you don't deserve one. He said Cynthia's privacy is not to be invaded anymore. You do not contact her or her family again. Don't do it. Not in any way, shape, or form, directly or indirectly. And she is not to be broke and have to ask for help anymore. Respect the law. It is illegal to hack. It is illegal to clone a phone. It is illegal to peep. It is illegal to butt into shit that is none of your business. It is illegal to stalk. It is illegal to coerce. It is illegal to sexually exploit women and children. It is illegal to traffic humans. It is illegal to prostitute and drugs. All that. Intimidate witnesses. Title 18 of the United States Code 1512 and 1513. It is illegal to retaliate. Collusion and corruption. Illegal. People don't like it when you do shit like that. They don't like crime. And we don't know why in the fuck you don't get that. Mr. Perry was never invited here. All he had to do is leave me the fuck alone. And the guy said it in March 2020. And he said it again in July 2022. And when you don't get the words people say, because you got Huntington's disease that causes delusion, hallucination, psychosis, you're psychotic. How embarrassing. How fucking embarrassing for you. How embarrassing for you. It's awful. And you don't even know that, do you? Awful. And you have no fucking idea. It causes paranoia and impaired cognitive reasoning. When you do the crime, to me, nothing has happened in all these years, but you get caught and told on and caught and told on and caught and told on. Day after day after day, we get more of these. Before you do it, not after. And so, you know why that is? People are sick and tired of y'all. Sick of y'all. And you're not understanding how sick of you they are. That you go around and you terrorize and you horrify and you terrorize and you horrify and you terrorize and you horrify. So he wakes me up this morning. Listen to this. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. This is all the... We're going to send her home from jail on the first false arrest. Harass the ever-living hell out of her. And then when she talks about it, we'll say she's harassing us. Judge Kirkendall, when you tried to actually do it, she said, I need you to leave her alone. It looks to me like this harassment email is true. It looks to me like you're doing crap to her and she's just reacting to what you're doing. That's entrapment. So, leave her alone for a couple of weeks so I can rule out entrapment. And they didn't understand her words. They went at it harder. So then we got Calvin's name, Blankenship, Desiree. These are people that work for you, Charles. Sonjay, Geppetto, your witch, Lucius, Beverly, Lawrence, Andrew, James, Ruben, Richard, Dickie. Nobody's going to help you. Weirdo. Nobody's going to help you. Everybody's sick of you. Understand the words. He's always asking me, is it this guy helping you? Is it your kids? Is it your family telling on me? Is it your kids? Is it Peru catching my crime? Call them and ask them if it's them, okay? How do you do that? I have a sex weirdo problem. Ain't you stopping my crime? I'm a sex weirdo. I can't control myself. Are you stopping my crime? Is it you? How do you make that kind of phone call? People are going to lie to you because it's a need to know. Sir, it's a need to know. You don't get to know. You'll know when they arrest you. And we're done. Finally, no more. Finally, the nightmare's over. You're not understanding how sick and tired of you everybody is. So that I can get this kind of stuff right here. You're not getting it. And we're all sick and tired of you not getting it. That's why we can get information and you can't. We got names of your people. Because when he said, our privacy is not to be invaded again at all anymore. Get the fuck out of our life. Get off your fat, lazy, perverted ass and go work. And go be normal. And go do things with your family. And you stay the fuck away from hers. And stay the fuck away from her. It's the law. Control yourself. You can't, can you? Notice we control the flow of information. We always have. We control it. We always have, Calvin. Always have. That's what this is. This was dated October 2015. We have thousands of these. Calvin, we have your name, Calvin. How'd I get your name? I've never met you that I know of. I need you to leave her the hell alone for a couple of weeks, Calvin. so that I can rule out entrapment. I want to see if things just calm down. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. Stop bothering everyone. Stop messing with everything. Get off your fat, lazy ass. Stop perverting around. Put your doll down. Take your skirt off. Act like a man. And go work. And then there won't be anything to talk about. You can't do it, can you? No power. You know how much power my little granddaughter has, who watches TV and plays with a doll and hits things and makes noises? None. Nor do you. You think Ted Cruz is doing what you're doing, acting like you act? I don't think he is, and he's got some power. What about Harry Reid? Did he? People with power are working. The guys that get this information to me from you have power. While you're sitting there playing with your little dolly, acting like a girl, pretending that what you see on TV is your life, they're working. They're showing their power. Look at that. They're getting me what you just said. You are pathetic. You embarrass everybody. You embarrass the hell out of everybody. You're weirdo. It doesn't get any more weirdo than you. So, yeah, no, he's got to kidnap me. So they called me this morning. They're like, listen to this. So we hear this guy talking to another guy. Charles wants to go ahead and have Cynthia arrested. But they're trying to figure out who to have talk her in to go back to Texas. They're talking about maybe her cousin or her uncle or her son. They're going to try to see if her son can make himself available today, so that after they arrest her, they can have him go call her or something and try to tell her she has to go back to Texas and be trafficked and murdered. Because Charles is trying to cover this up so bad. He's so fucking pathetic and desperate. It's a kidnapping. He's going to use her family to coerce her kid. Right? And the guy said, do they know where she is? And he goes, they're fairly certain they know where she is. It's not 100% ID, positive ID, but they're fairly certain they know where she is. What they were going to do is, since they hacked her phone and they GPS it and use her Dasher app to lure her to certain locations, they're going to get a dash order in and have Marcus Harper he just happened to be there. And then she'll go talk to him, and then we'll know that's her. And Marcus didn't want to do it. Marcus is Sergeant Marcus Harper. He's a cop. He's a police officer, Mr. Perry. He's not the bitch of a sex weirdo. I mean, everybody's so tired of this, and so tired of your drama, and so sick of your problems, and you need a lie, and you need a cover up. And the more you pay and chase that lie, the more truth we get, including this morning. I'm woken up. Oh, they woke me up. They woke me up. Get the hell up. You got a problem. That bitch is still trying to do it. It is illegal. Up and down, front, back, all the way through illegal. And that little princess, who is pathetic and cannot keep up with everybody else, and go fuck off. And go be normal and comply with the law, respect boundaries, is trying to still do it. But guess what? His money just bought us. His money he's paid out for a cover-up just bought us this. Listen to it. You got a guy ranting and raving last night, Mr. Perry, about all the money you've spent for a cover-up you did not get. Why is it? I guess he's paying some of it. I'm spending a hell of a lot of money, and the only thing I'm getting out of that is she's quoting everybody. And Mr. Perry has no fucking idea how, who, what, when that's happening. How does she find out? How does she know before, not after? Here's what he said. You stupid little fuck. You are pathetic and embarrassing. And you're pissing everybody off. Everybody's sick of you terrorizing and horrifying and terrorizing and horrifying and David, really? Last night, David's they tell me David just called the people next to you. Now, how would David know who's next to me? We're accusing you of stalking, voyeurism, hacking, cloning, coercion, witness and victim intimidation and harassment, and threats and bribes, enticements, RICO Act violation, Title 18 of the United States Code 1512 and 1513. Every weirdo thing that human trafficking, exploitation, drug trafficking, David, prostitution, organized crime. Charles tells me last night, your fellow classmates are helping us. They're testifying against you. My guy's like, okay, and? So they're going to tell everybody, a grand jury, that she talks about the horrible things you do to her? Okay. What's it to you what I do, Mr. Perry? You know who doesn't care what I do all day? Steve Matsengale, Jason and Audra Moore, Mark Ramsey, Dan Pope. Don't give two fucks where I live, where I work, or anything I do. They're not stalking. They're not hacking. They're not voyeurs. They're normal. Ted Cruz, normal. Busy, power. And you don't have any of that. You can't do it. You can't. You're a failure. You don't have power. While you sit around and play with your pathetic little doll, or watch TV pretending, the people with power got me that. And tell me last night, David once called your neighbor and said, next time you do a podcast, when you're playing the TikTok, call crisis management. TPD crisis management. They're busy. You know that there was a woman that laid on the floor for 5 fucking hours. That's inhumane to do that to her. 5 hours. Till the guy calls the police, and the police come and call her a cuckoo bird, because she is. But that's not the inhumane part. It's frustrating to deal with a cuckoo bird. It is. It's frustrating to deal with a mentally ill person who can't reason with you. The cops are telling her, open the door. She won't do it. She tries to catch the place on fire. You don't think that's frustrating? It's frustrating. But why was she in the floor for 5 hours to begin with? And crisis management was busy, David. They're not your bitches. Stop doing shit like that. Stop. What's wrong with you, David? Can't you be normal either? Can you not just get, mind your own business and go work and go be normal? Go do normal things normal people do. That you don't need to bully and harass and threaten and bother everybody with it. Your problems and your drama and your pathetic nothing life that you have. You don't have a real love life either, do you? I mean, I don't even know what to say. You don't have any class. You don't have any dignity. You're a fucking Jerry Springer show. It's embarrassing, David. You too. Both of you. It's embarrassing to everybody else who can just go be normal. And you can't. You just can't do it, can ya? No control. So, low IQ. And my guys are like, oh my God, he wants them to call crisis management when you play the fucking TikTok video of the girl saying, leave me alone, to a stalker. What I'm thinking is, gosh, there's homeless walk through that lot behind you. That's what I heard. One of them screaming. So, I mean, your use of police resources, taxpayer resources, has been duly noted for the record. It is sick that you do that. They're busy. They have real people to help, real mentally ill to help, real crimes to solve, David. I mean, when you do the crime to me, can you not see, David, that it's different? You get caught before, not after. I'm not in jail right now. Woke up this morning. I've been woke up. Go fix your taillight. They had it taken out, David. All you had to do is leave me the hell alone. Nobody's picking a fight with you. You're getting caught picking a fight with me, bothering me. Charles, you don't have a romance. Stop bullshitting yourself. You're making a fucking idiot of yourself. It is embarrassing. Where's Jacqueline and Jordan and Matthew when you do that? Sit on your ass, perverting around, playing with your little doll, making a fool of yourself. Where are they? How embarrassing for you and for them. You're strapping them with that for the rest of their lives. And I promise you, your kids are going to go, what, Dad, was so important? You had to embarrass us with this. You couldn't control yourself? Golly, thanks. Thanks for that. I promise you they will. Long after you're gone, they're going to be angry that they got to explain for you and apologize for you and your inability to just go fucking be normal. I mean, I don't even know what to say. We're at a loss. How do you call somebody and go, did you catch my sex weirdo problem that I can't control? Can you, stop catching my crime. Stop stopping my crime. Yeah, I mean, how do you fucking make that kind of phone call? So, we got a lot of I told you so's. This is Judge Kirkendall. That's a lot of power. They can get something Judge Kirkendall said. A judge. We know Judy's involved. Right? Was she pissed that we caught it? You guys got told on again? Yeah, probably. Geppetto. This is Kirkendall. Leave her alone. Go be normal. And let's see if things don't die out. It looks to me like she's just reacting to what you're doing. I need you to shut up, Charles. Didn't ask you what you think at all, Connie Curry. You weren't asked. We're all sick of hearing it. Listen to the words I'm saying. Everybody's sick of you. 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 Do you understand the words? That's why we can get this and you can't. You can't quote one meeting. You can't name one of my guys. Everybody's sick of y'all. All of you. Everybody's sick of y'all. Everybody's sick of you. Go be normal. Go be normal. Mr. Perry, go fucking be normal. How many different times do we need to show all this, David? We thought you were kind of smart, but I guess not. Look at that. That was from yesterday. You guys were recorded. Put her in jail. Give her an ultimatum. You can sit here in jail or take the money, but you gotta lie. Right, Calvin? Did you say that, Calvin? How do I have your name, bald fat Calvin? I've never met you that I know of. I've never met you that I know of. People with power, Charles, while you sit there and play with your doll. Got that. Got that right from under your nose. It wasn't up to you. Wasn't up to you, David. Have the neighbor call crisis management when she's playing a TikTok video of a girl being stalked, asking the stalker to leave her alone. Yeah, that's oh gosh, that's what that's for. We're paying those services, David. They're not your bitches. Stop treating the cops like they're your bitches. Stop. Go be normal. Organized crime, David. Before you did it to me, how many times were you caught? What about you, princess? How many times were you caught before you did the crime to me, and how many after? Cause and effect. When you do the crime to me, you get caught, because everybody's sick of y'all. Everybody's sick of you. Everybody's fucking sick of you, terrorizing and horrifying. People don't like your crime, David. They don't like it. Princess Cuckoo Bird, you don't have Tourette's. Stop telling people you have Tourette's. You got Huntington's disease. It's a pretty serious mental illness. Yeah, you're eking that crap all over us. Go be normal. So there's all this. Every day, all day long, that's all I do is type up what they just said while weirdo sits around and watches me. Weird guy. Weirdo. Everybody's tired of the weirdo, Charles. Everybody's tired of the weirdo, Charles. Everybody's sick and tired of your weirdo, Charles. Everybody's tired of your problems, Charles. That's why we can get information and you can. If I repeat it, how many times do I have to say the same thing for you? For you to understand the words? And act like a grown-ass man? It's embarrassing. You ought to be embarrassed by what you do. This is my family right here. Cops. They don't want to be treated like your bitch. I guess they were like, oh, she's met Marcus Harper. Have him show up, and then she'll go up and talk to him, and then we'll know that's her. And he was like, yeah, I don't think so. I'm busy. Cops don't want to be your bitch. Who fucking who? Go call your mommy. Go call your mommy, princess. Go take your dolly and your mom. Go see your mom. My little baby granddaughter could do what you do, power guy. While you're sitting there acting like that, the power guys got what you just said, Calvin. Look at this. Somebody was going over all the court cases. I tell you what, they arranged that pullover. She's got court Tuesday. They're trying to make sure that court doesn't happen. So you wanted to arrest me this morning? Right? I thought you said you had nothing to do with it. You know who didn't? Steve Massengale. You know who's not trying to put me in jail? Steve Massengale. Doesn't care. You know who doesn't care where I live or where I work? Steve Massengale. Do you think people are stupid, Charles? You do. You think everybody's as dumb fuck as you, don't you? They're not. They are not. That's a big mistake you've made, all of you. Thinking people are stupid like you are. Big, huge mistake. It's your Achilles heel. We enjoy exploiting it. Believe me. We enjoy exploiting it, Lucius and Calvin and, Geppetto with his little doll. They got doll. These are grown men play with dolls. What does that say? The more you cause me a problem, the more you invade my privacy, the longer I'm broke, the longer Mike Neely's in jail. You could take something from me. They take something from you. Cause me a problem. They cause 20 for you. How many times did this happen to you before you did it to me, David? And how many after? It's every fucking day I type up what you guys say. They actually woke me up this morning. Listen to this. Charles is caught, but he thinks he's going to go ahead and make this lie work. And intimidate and coerce her. And use her kid. Or her cousin. Or her. They're trying to arrest her. It's just they don't know who in her family can talk her into going to Texas. To be trafficked. To the Houston realtor who's so pathetic he can't get a date the normal way. Dude, they got like Our Time and Weirdo Guy websites and all. They got all kinds of shit. They got Russian brides who want to be trafficked to the U.S. Call one of them. Charles, you need to shut up. Please shut up. Everybody is sick of you. Nobody cares what you think. You were not asked, Connie Curry. Were ya? You are something. Everybody's sick of you. Everybody is so sick of you. Sick and tired of you. Very sick of you. We can get information and you can't because of it. They're sick of you. They're sick of you. Mr. Perry, everybody's sick of you. Sick of you. Name one of my guys, quote one meeting. Name one of my guys, quote one meeting. Charles, understand the words. Name one guy, quote one meeting. He can't do it. All of a sudden he gets quiet. He's typing in my phone. Is it your family? Is it your cousin? Who's telling on me? You go. I'm gonna force you to go. Yeah. It's like literally talking to a fucking 2-year-old. Mental veggie. Too many judicial rulings. And now Mark Warman's going around telling everybody, oh shit. I wish I had let the judge on Mike Neely's murder trial go ahead and have a hearing on standing and just deny her. Because now we got all these things that there should have been a hearing and there wasn't one. And it's getting so much I can't explain it anymore. And I got a cuckoo bird client that wants to kidnap a victim. Yeah, and use my family to coerce. The longer you drag this out, the more we get. In March 2020, he said, you give back what you took and you get the fuck out of her life. Or I'm going to do it for you. Didn't he? Because you were offering threats and bribes then. In March 2020, after you got caught drugging Michael Neely. And then trying to hire a hitman to kill me when we figured it out. You framed that guy. He's a cop. That did something another cop, I promise you. I'm talking to 40 of them that catch you. They got power while you sit there and play with your fucking doll. Watch TV pretending. You are absolutely the weirdest fuck I've ever met in my life. And the most pathetic, lame, boring, bizarre that I've ever met in my life. And the most, people don't like your cruelty. And they're sick of your weirdo. And they're sick of your bothering and bothering and bothering and bothering. Get the fuck out of my life. Look how much more we got. Because you're stupid. And you can't understand what people say. It's embarrassing. March 2020. You're offering me byline money then. So from March 2020 to now, they have terrorized and horrified and caused loss after loss after loss after loss and raped me in the privacy of my home and sold me, used my body for their pretend love life, and just tormented and threatened and harassed and bothered and tormented and terrorized and threatened and harassed and caused loss after loss. They've not lost a thing. Nothing. Except privacy, because when you invade my privacy, these guys invade yours. They have a court order and you just have a fucking weirdo problem. You can't control it. It controls you. Right? You're a slave to your desires. Right? You have, I gotta understand the words, Looney Tooney. So he said, this thing where you're doing, you're gonna go to jail. We said this. The Lady Godiva is the girl pulled me in the bathroom. He told us that we have to make you like him. That is not my job. He has to be likable. Maybe he should try being nicer. They're trying to put you back in jail if you don't like him. If we can't make you like him, then they want us to find a way to put you back in jail. What happened to dinner and a movie? What's wrong with this guy? This is not about a date. Because if you want somebody to like you, you do what they like. This guy's twisted and sick and fucked up. This is fucked up. What is it really about? What did Joe get me into? What is going on here? It's not about a date. It's not about a date. What's really going on here? And I've never seen a bunch of old fart wealthy guys shit themselves like they do when Fabian's name comes up. You don't have a Fabian puzzle either, by the way, Charles. I do. And you don't. I can name your people. You can't name even one of mine. Not even one. Creepy Chucky. You're not loved or wanted. You're told on and laughed at and made fun of. You have no idea what people say behind your back. Not a clue. Not a date, ever. You're not loved. You're not wanted. You're rejected and told on and told on and told on and told on. And that's the best you've ever done. It's the best you'll ever do. You'll never do any better than that. And then he goes around telling people, she loves me. She just forgot. And people are like, oh my God, you got to be shitting me with that. First of all, if you were pleasant, she'd remember if there was some sort of romance, don't you think? I think you've terrorized her and you just you're getting off on terrorizing her. So you think there's something there and there's not. I'm not seeing her act like she wants anything to do with you at all, whack job. Get a grip on reality. Nope, you don't move twice and try 11 times to get a protective order that he has to buy his way out of. 11 times. Judge, please make the bitch leave me the fuck alone. Yeah, no, you get told on. You don't have there's no love life. Weirdo. Nothing. Everybody's sick of you. Sick of you. Right? Sick of you. Understand the words? So that, yeah, the girl tells me, she pulls me into the bathroom. They told us that we have to make you like him. Like that's our job. And if we can't make you like him, to try to find a way to throw you back in jail, and you're going to sit there until you do. And then and so our guys are all over you like ugly on an ape. to make sure I'm safe. What day are they going to pull the plug and arrest y'all? All of you. Huh? You just like giving us more I told you so's? You think everybody's as stupid as you? As pathetic as you? Huh? This morning he wakes me up. He's trying to do it still. My guy wakes me up. He's trying to do it still. They try to use Marcus Harper. You think he'll go talk to him? Marcus is like, yeah, I don't think so. So what do I do now if I walk in a room and Marcus is there? Do I go talk to him or ignore him, pretend I don't know who he is? What do you want me to do, Princess Cuckoo Bird? You're all smart and brilliant with your plans. You tell me. You tell me, kidnapper. You know, I'm going to go commit perjury to get a kidnapping again. He said, you will give it back and you will get the fuck out. Or I'm going to do it for you. Get the fuck out of her life. Get the fuck out of my life. Get the hell out of my life. Fuck off, weirdo rapist. Get the fuck out of my life. You. Control you. He'll do it for you. He already is. When we quote you, look at this. You stupid little bitch. Understand the words, dumbass. What is this, Charles? That I have this? What does it mean that I have this? What does it mean, stupid, that I have this? You don't know, do you? You have no idea what I just said, do you? No fucking idea what I just said. No, he has impaired cognitive reasoning. What does it mean that I have that, you stupid little fuck? What does it mean? What does it mean that I have that, Charles? What does it mean that I have that, Charles? What does it mean that I have that, Charles? Was it up to you? That's Judge Eagan. Kirkendall. What does it mean that I have that? Who's Monique? Where is she right now? What does it mean that I know about that? Come on. You have power. You have power to sit on your ass and play with a doll all day. And ick your slime all over everybody. Make everybody hate your guts. What does it mean that I have that, princess? What does it mean that I have that, cuckoo bird? Huh? Come on, power guy. You got power? You want to ruin everybody's life and get away with it. Right? You're owed a lie. Right? Is that what you think you're entitled? Are you? What does it mean that I have this? Huh? You have no idea. You don't know, do you? You don't even know what I fucking just said, do you? Everybody's sick of you. We can get information like that at the snap of a finger because they're sick of you terrorizing me and horrifying everybody. Get off your ass and go work and go be normal. Go work and quit terrorizing me and everybody else. Nobody owes you a lie. You're not getting one. Since 2020, the more you ignored and act like you don't understand what people say. When he said you will give it back, there's not going to be a bribe. There's not going to be a lie. Not this time, bitch. She's not taking your bribe. She's not going to lie for you. She's not going to suck your dick. She's not going to be your bitch. No one's going to kiss your ass. Here's what's going to happen. You will give back what you took. You will fix what you broke. And you will get the fuck out of her life. You don't have a choice. So we got more because you thought you did. You're stupid. You're stupid. It's embarrassing. Ask Calvin. Ask Lucius. Ask Judy Parker. How much more did we get? Because you're stupid and you didn't understand the words. You're a low-life criminal nothing. You're a cop killer. You're a child pornographer. Use allegedly, Mark. And the best you can do is nothing more than a 6-month-old baby can do. And while you sit around on your fat, lazy, perverted ass and act like that, people with power are getting me what you just said. Like never before in your life. How many times were you told on before you did this shit to me? And how many after? You sick fuck. You have blown up the lives of little children. And no, you are not entitled to a lie. You're entitled to get your teeth kicked out. Your balls up in your brain. That's what you're entitled to, and nothing more. You want to exercise your rights? Exercise your right to go be with your family and get the fuck away from me. Exercise your right to shut up and leave everybody the fuck alone. You know you have that right? You have the right to shut the fuck up. And every stupid thing you say and do can and will be held against you in a court of law. It already is. How do you think I got that? How do you think I got that? Right? So maybe consider exercising those rights. I'll be typing in my phone, you're violating my civil rights. You're typing it in my phone, he's hacked. Felony. You're going to commit a felony to tell me I'm violating your civil rights? Wow. I don't even have words for that, whack job. So everybody's sick of you. Did I say that enough times for Mr. Perry to understand the words? Get yourself a special ed teacher. I don't have finger paints. And I'm sick and tired of talking to a stupid. He can't understand a word I say. I don't have time. We don't have time. You're wasting everybody's time and money. So that guy was ranting. I'm paying all this money for a cover-up. And the only thing that's coming out of this is the truth keeps coming out. He keeps getting caught, told on. He's pissing off the wrong people. And he has had all this time and all these chances to try to just get her relaxed and, not suspecting that it's one of our people talking to her and maybe she'll slip up. And he fucks it up every time. Because he's terrorized. He has more fun terrorizing than just finding out who the hell these people are. You can call all you want. They're going to lie to you. Why wouldn't they? Why would they not lie to you? I lie when I was working in a strip club and you have people coming at me and asking me a bunch of stupid questions, trying to figure, is it the oil people? Is it Medicare? Is it Billings, Montana cops? Is it Roswell Police Department? Yeah, Roswell Police Department has the resources to do what these guys are doing. Little bitty Roswell PD. What the fuck? Just call them and ask them, is it you? Are you stopping my crime? Please stop stopping my crime. Okay, weirdo. Rejected weirdo failure. Too stupid to figure out how to just be normal. Embarrass the hell out of your kids. What dad was so important you had to embarrass us with this? Betraying Jacqueline, your wife, and your kids, and your family, and your friends. Yeah, they're gonna really have fun listening to all the stuff you say that I have to listen to in court. I have to listen to it. Now you're gonna have to listen to it in court, and I promise you, they're gonna love it, Mr. Perry. They're gonna just love it. You wanna threaten me? Nobody's picked a fight with you. You're in Oklahoma where I live. You're in Oklahoma where I live, sir. Why are you in Oklahoma and not in Lubbock where you live? And you act like you're the victim. Why can't you just be normal and leave everybody the fuck alone? Leave everything and leave everybody the fuck alone. Leave everybody the fuck alone. Everybody's sick of you. Everybody's so sick of you. And that's why we can get what you just said before. You do it. It's been that way since McNamara email. This is 10 years, dumb fuck. This is 10 years. Charlene Petunia. Terrorizing, horrifying, and everybody's sick of it. There's your disclaimer, Mark. Everybody's sick of this, Mark. Everybody's sick of it. That's why we can get information before, not after. And you want me to use allegedly? And actually what I'm going to use is, I told you so. I did say, we've been saying, we've already talked about this over and over and over and over and over. You're caught. You don't get the date. You don't get a cover-up. You get told on for all that money you bought. You paid out. How much is it? $25 million? Was the last we heard the amount that you paid out for a cover-up you did not get because you're pissing off people with power. Guess what they're not doing? Perverting around with a doll. Acting like a little girl. They're working. They're normal. They can get a date and you can't. They don't need a cover-up. You do. We can name your people. You have leaks. We don't. Everybody's so sick of you. Just tired of this. He said, you give it back, you get the fuck out, and you don't contact her or her family again. Her privacy is not to be invaded. She's not to be broke. You don't contact her or her family in any way, shape, or form, directly or indirectly. Period. Period. And when you don't listen and don't understand what people say, we get more. We get more and more and more and more and more. So you got all that. And there's thousands of these, sir. They wake me up this morning. Mr. Perry is caught, but because he's stupid, he's going to go ahead and have her false arrested. They're just right now trying to figure out which of her family members might be able to talk her into going back to Texas and be used to coerce her. So maybe her cousin, maybe her uncle. Actually, I think they're right now leaning toward her son. They're trying to see if he can make himself available today. And the guy says, do they know where she is? And he replied, they're fairly certain they know where she is, but it's not 100%. What they wanted to do is have her get a DoorDash order. They hacked her phone. And have her go to a restaurant and make sure Marcus Harper is there. Sergeant Marcus Harper, police officer. Sergeant Marcus Harper. And she'll go talk to him, and then they'll know that's her. But he didn't want to do it because he's a cop. He's not your bitch. He's better than that. He's not pathetic like you. He's not a little pathetic. I gotta kidnap a woman because I can't get a date the normal way. Where's Jacqueline, your wife? Somebody told us that you walk around with your wife's wedding ring, Jacqueline's wedding ring, and when you get pissed off at me, you take it off. Like you're not sure whose ring that is. It's not mine. I don't want a fucking thing to do with you. You repulse me. You're a job. And I'm really good at what I do. Ask Pinto. Ask Pinto. If he thinks I'm good at what I do, ask Mickey James. Ask David Robertson. They both made death threats and texts. Right? That's here. You lying, cheating piece of trash. Right here is all the links to Mickey James and David Robertson and Terry Wagner and all their contacts within the state of Oklahoma. Purposeful availment. By far, Matt. Pinto's right here. He'll pay you $5,000 to be creeped out by him. And I was like, ew, no thank you. I don't do the BioLi money. I don't do it at all. If he gets anywhere near me, though, I'm happy to beat the shit out of him. Happy to kick his balls up in his brain. How about that? So no, I'm not going to lie for you. I said no. I've said no for years. I've said no. I'm not in love with you. You make my skin crawl. And you know that. You get anywhere near me, I'll beat the ever-living hell out of you. You want to use taxpayer resources of Oklahoma again to kidnap me? Well, you got caught again. We've been saying. We've said it over and over and over. You might have Alzheimer's. Everyone else does not. Then remember, it's already been said. That's why the guy's like, I guess he's still going to try to do it. And the other one's like, what? They're caught. Do they not know they're caught? No, because they're mental slows. They don't understand what the words mean. I'm not a special ed teacher. But I'll tell you this. Everybody's so sick of you. What my guy said is her privacy is not to be invaded anymore. You do not contact her or her family in any way, shape, or form, directly or indirectly, ever the fuck again. Stay the fuck away from them. Leave everybody and everything alone. And she's not to be broke and have to ask for help ever again. You give back what you took. The money you stole, we're adding it up. We know to the penny what that amount is. And you get the fuck out of her life. You sick rapist piece of shit. Human trafficker, cop killing, child pornographer, low-life criminal, nothing. You're in violation of the RICO Act in 100 different ways. Fuck the hell off and leave everybody and everything the fuck alone. And you didn't understand the words, so look how much more we got. Calvin. Ask Calvin. Ask Blankenship. Ask Desiree. Ask Beverly. Ask Lucius. Ask Sonjay. Ask Judy Parker. How many times were you caught before you did it to me, and how many after? How much more did we get because you can't understand a fucking thing anybody says? Yeah, we're sick of you. Everybody's sick of you. So that's why we can get information and you can't. Princess Cuckoo Bird. Oh, call crisis management, David. Have the neighbor call crisis management, David, when I play this. Gosh, maybe it's a meth homeless person walking through the lot behind me, David. That's what I heard.
I want to ever talk to you guys. I don't ever want to hear your voice to you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Please stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalk me.
Everyone's sick and tired of you terrorizing me. So we can get into information. Boom, at the snap of a finger. And you can't. Nobody's telling you shit. Because everybody's horrified by you. And disgusted. And sickened. And disturbed by you. And very uncomfortable with what you're doing to me. So I can get information like that, Lucius, and you can't get shit, Calvin. Everybody else sees it like this.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone. I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey, men. Leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them. Especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior, and you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her, and you need to leave her alone. And this is Bacon.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
All of this. When Charles pesters Cindy and takes her money, things don't go well for us. We're seeing things happen we've not seen before. She keeps finding out before we do it. Your other guy said, we've never had one figure out we had cameras in their house, broadcasting them all over the dark web, making money off of watch time on their body. You're going to pay me $1,000 a day for doing that to me, plus $2,000 for doing it without my consent. Okay, that is not free. My body is not yours to use. So when he said, you give back what you took and you get the hell out of her life, or I'm going to do it for you. And then we get more of these. I knew I was trafficked before I was trafficked. To a guy in Houston, realtor. Too pathetic to just get a date the normal way. Go to a bar. Or go on our time or something. Or weirdo guy time. Or whatever it is they got for strangos like y'all. Vegas has not strippers, escorts. And, there's elected officials that go to Vegas and get an escort from all over the country and nobody hears a word about it. You can use the same one so you feel like you got a love life. Tell everybody that's my girlfriend. All of that. Thousands. These are all recordings of you trying to hurt me, trying to terrorize me. That's what everybody's sick of. Sick of you. So, when he said, I'll do it for you, we're building a case against you. What court has already heard all that? We're building a case against you, Mr. Perry. You're the criminal. You're watching me in my house. That's disgusting. Nobody's picking a fight with you. You're not the victim. You're just stupid. You're human trafficking. That comes with a life sentence. You're a cop killer. You're a cop killer. I found out Mike was drugged. I said it before anybody else said it. Depositions hadn't been taken yet of first responders. Did you want me to lie that I said it before anybody else said it? In March 2020, when you started threatening me, death or here, I'll kill you or you can have a bribe. I'll bribe you, or I'll kill you, or I'll false arrest you, or I'll bribe you, but you're going to lie for me. And then after you lie, I'm going to kill you anyway, so that this thing will finally die out, and I won't have to explain anything anymore. Or just leave everybody alone, like go be normal like the rest of us can do. Everybody's sick of you, so we get more and more. Depositions weren't taken until May. Did you want me to lie about knowing Michael was drugged before anybody else said it, or that it was confirmed months later? What did you want me to lie about, you stupid? I told you, I'm always saying, I told y'all, I said it, I told you, we've already talked about this. That's what the guy was like, are you shitting me? She knows. She said, no, I'm not going to lie for you. Your intimidation of a witness and retaliation and deprivation of food and shelter with intent to coerce, grand larceny with intent to coerce, interference with contracts and commerce with intent to coerce is duly noted for the record. Over and over and over and over and over. It is illegal to do that. RICO violation after RICO violation after RICO violation. You're not the victim. Everybody's sick of that. Everybody's sick of everything you do. You're making everybody very uncomfortable. So that's why we can get all this, and you can't quote one meeting, and you can't name one guy. We got Sanjay, the hacker, Geppetto, your witch, Lucius, Calvin, who's bald and fat, right? Who's Betancourt? I mean, on and on and on, because everybody hates you. They're sick and tired of you. So when he said, give it back and get the hell out of her life, what part of that is unclear to you? He's been saying it for years. Or I'll do it for you. Everybody hates you. They're sick of y'all. Leave everybody the fuck alone. Weirdo. Get off your ass and go work. You need that alibi, believe me.
When they're in public, when they're doing anything.
Stalking me. This.
Leave
Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes.
First, let me say that I'm happy that the lady in this video is okay. Second, let me break down what rape culture is. Rape culture is the fact that that man felt that he was entitled to some of this woman's time just because he said, let me talk to you for 2 minutes. Doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. If she said no, no means no. Rape culture is the comments that she has on her video about how she should have just spoke to him or dressed differently. Rape culture is me taking the heat for calling out other men for their terrible behavior. Rape culture is trying to explain stuff as, oh, it's just locker room talk. No, it's not locker room talk. You should talk the same way wherever you are. We all know that rape is not about sex, it's about power. So for you to force yourself on somebody, even if you're just talking to them, is disgusting, dude.
Jeff got been raping you since
Leave
you were
me
12 years old.
alone. Please.